Hello everyone, this is Bad Gaming here with another Mount and Blade Bannerlord guide. This is going to be part of my new player guide series, and this is going to be over experience. So I want to start off with just a keynote for anyone that's watching. PSA, it is more efficient to focus on leveling skills that you want to have a higher skill level in for perks, such as like me getting Stewardship and Ruler, or trade, going for Granary Accountant, or something like Everything Has a Price. Doing those while I have a low character level. Now, I'd rather focus on trade because it's harder to get experience for trading in general. So I want to focus on doing this while I have the highest learning rate I can get, because the learning rate multiplies your experience gain from doing tasks. So you get a raw experience value for doing something like fighting these bandits. I would get a base experience rate for doing that task, and then your learning rate then modifies what is applied to your actual experience earned to any given skill. And that varies based on the skill and how each skill is leveled. Now, as far as calculating your learning rate, this is actually a product of your base learning rate, your attribute learning rate, your focus point learning rate, and then there's an exceeding capacity rate for when you go into your over your learning limit towards your skill cap, which is part of my other video. I go into kind of exceeding the capacity a little bit. But if you want to be able to calculate how much you're going to lose in your experience values based on your skill level over your learning limit, here is the formulas, and I'll have this link to this guide posted so you'll be able to calculate any values you actually want. Now, as far as learning rate itself, you can see here that I have some examples. This is my minimum learning rate at any given skill level, or sorry, character level. And you start off with about 3.3 for just having 2 attributes and your base learning rate. And then this scales down as you level up to about, what, half at around level, what is that, 11? So, or, well, I guess 12 is probably about half of what you started with. So you do decrease your learning rate significantly as you level up, and it is worth noting that skill experience gets ridiculous the higher your skill level is. So in any individual skill, you will need about the sum of any level, all the levels below it, obviously, as you're leveling up to get to any skill level, and then this ridiculous amount of experience for leveling to the skill you want. For example, like a 275 skill, to hit 275, you need 40,445 experience from hitting level 274. So that means that you need all the experience from all the levels prior to that on top of 40,000 experience to hit 275. So there is a lot of experience you need if you want to hit those finalized perks at the 275 mark. And if you want to exceed those values, it's so hit like 330 in a skill just so you can maximize those perks at scale as you exceed some certain level that it states. Those require ridiculous amounts of experience anyway. So note, this does mean that it is faster to get your experience while your learning rate is higher, which means your character level is lower, because as you can see, if you're getting a bunch of skills, you're going to level up your character level, because here's a ratio between your character level and skill level, or well, required skills to hit each character level, I should say. And you'll notice that this increases very fast, because you only need something like 30 skills to go from level 5 to 6. So if you did that times 5, it's like 150 skill points prior. It's much less, but our skill levels prior to that, and that's 5 levels. So you're already going from 1 to 6 with under like 200 skill levels or something. I don't know. I haven't really done the like some just to see specific levels how much you would need, but that is ridiculous because let's say you're doing combat and you're doing bow skill and riding, fighting bandits. You're going to gain both these skill levels at the same time, and these will raise very fast. So you're going to get an easy 100 skill levels just from those two skills fighting a few bands of bandits, and you'll kill your learning rate doing so. You may get some more focus points, but it doesn't like you can't put enough focus points into a singular skill to make up for the killing of your learning rate once you get to a certain point in your level. So that being said, it is more efficient to focus on harder to raise skills early, put a bunch of focus points in them, and actually focus on leveling them. Like if you need 5 focus points in a skill, level it immediately. Especially if it's something like Charm, which I have no idea what the final perks in some of these do. I don't, extra description 1. Anyway, thanks for watching. That's kind of my little starting tips for leveling your character. And if you want access to this guide, I'll post the link in the description, but it is also on Steam, so you can find it pretty easily there. And as far as my other charts and stuff, they are listed in the guide, but I may link them in the video below. Thanks for watching. This was Bad Gaming. Have a good one.